Yeah, hello, good evening, and welcome to Pascal Bread. Today, the resurrection of Jesus, big feast for all who believe in Christ. We celebrate the victory of life over death, the victory of love over hate, God being supreme over everything that is opposed to Him. And so we have the beautiful account of that resurrection by the evangelist Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. And it's quite interesting to me is how John presents the account of the resurrection. In the Gospel of Matthew, you have an angel who comes down with power and might and splendor and pulls away the stone and then he tells the woman, why are you looking for the living among the dead? And, there's great manifestation of God's power in that account of the resurrection. When you come to Luke's account of the resurrection, there you find two men and dressed in white, sparkling white, and they give some message to the women who came to anoint the body of Jesus. And it's quite a glamorous sight as well. Uh, Mark is not far from that because he tells about a young man who sits in white and tells the woman, look, he's not here, he's risen, and he's going to precede you in Galilee. When you come to John, however, you get a very different account of the whole incident. So John tells us that early in the morning, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb to anoint the body of Jesus. It was still dark. When she gets there, she sees that the stone has been rolled away. And she looks inside the tomb. She finds no one, just the linen clothes. She runs back to the disciples and tells Peter and John that they have taken the body of Jesus. We don't know where they have kept him. So you see John and Peter running to the tomb. John obviously running faster than Peter. He was the younger one and gets to the tomb first. He doesn't enter. He waits for Peter. Peter comes. He enters, and they see things exactly as Mary Magdalene had told them. And so now John and Peter inside the tomb looking around, and they see an empty tomb. They see the linen clothes on the ground, the linen which was used to wrap his head was folded on itself by itself and kept apart. And that was it. Nothing spectacular. I mean, just an empty tomb and clothes hanging around on the floor and around. And comes this declaration of faith. The Bible tells us in John's Gospel, chapter 20, verse 8, that he saw and he believed, referring to John, the disciple that Jesus loved. He saw and he believed. What did he see? An empty tomb. What did he see? Linen clothes. He believed. What did he believe? In the resurrection? Yeah. What did he believe? He believed in life. He believed Jesus was risen. But nothing uh, explicitly shows that. Apart, if you want to base your judgment on what on empirical facts, an empty tomb is an empty tomb. It doesn't say much about the resurrection. Okay, but that's quite interesting how John presents the whole incident because he presents it not as the victory, um, not as the victory of life, if you may say, put it that way, but as the defeat of death. I mean, they are both the same thing if you want, but they are both sides, they are different sides of the same coin. Why the other evangelists, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, tells us about the resurrection as something that God does on behalf of Jesus to defeat death and to proclaim the life of the risen Lord. Okay, so that's quite interesting. But John's aspect, way of doing things is not less interesting because he sees it as well. Look at death, uh, just looking very powerless. It wasn't able to keep its captive. There's an empty tomb. Death is kind of ridiculed. The tomb is a symbol of death. When you go to the graveyard, when you see a tombstone, it tells you about death. So we go to where death reigns supreme and we find no death. So you see it's kind of uh, bringing, watering down that fear of death, watering down the power and the fear it inspires, and all of that. And actually, that is good news. That's good news. Death has not the final say. There is life after death. Uh, it's better to live. It's worth living. Life is stronger than death. It's really good news. It's really good news that complements, if you like, what the synoptics tell us. And so, my brother, my dear friend, my brother, my sister, I just wanted to share that with you. Live your life. Live your life. Death will come when it comes, but it really has lost its sting. It has lost its sting. Um, Life reigns. Jesus reigns. His life, and that's what he came to give us. He came to share with us. Okay, so live your life, be good, and draw strength from your faith, and just live your life in a way to bring life and spice to other lives. Okay, death will come when it comes, but who cares? It when it comes, it comes, and after death we continue living. Okay, yeah, there's life after death, and it's kind of interesting to see things that way. Okay, take good care of yourself and see you next time. Bye.